What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the HoeFAX. I'm Mommy Pootykat, and this is Foster Mommy's Mansion. Let me tell y'all, I am so excited to be back. I love being back on camera. I love my HoeFAX episodes. I love people's reactions to the HoeFAX episodes. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody's love and everybody's support. Um, it is definitely hard. It's nerve-wracking at times to just even get back on the camera and just talk like I used to. But the first episode I think that we should get into. But before we get into that episode, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you like it. And make sure you come back for the next episode and you share with a friend. So the first episode that I think that we should get into, because I noticed on TikTok a lot of people were tagging me in divorce court. Yes, I was married, and yes, I was on divorce court. So yes, I was divorced. A lot of people don't even know that. Until they see the video on TV, they don't even know that I was even married. So the reason why I want to hop on video and explain is because that was an arranged marriage. So let's start with that. I was in an abusive relationship mentally and physically, and I had moved out of the state. When I moved out of the state, I came up with this idea that if I married somebody and moved across fucking seas, then I can be away from everybody and start my life over again, and then I could divorce this motherfucker and move on with my life in another country. Yeah, I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but that's what the fuck I did, and you know this is the whole facts, so it's nothing but the facts. That's what I did. I moved to Pennsylvania. I ended up meeting this guy who was walking into the gas station, and he smelled like weed, and I was just looking for weed. So I had said, "Oh, you got bud?" And he pointed me to the car, whatever, gave me his number. We got bud. That's when I cooked up this whole plan and decided I'm gonna marry this guy, not because I liked him or anything. Honestly, he was really young. I think I was 22 or 23, and he was like 19. But it was the fact that he would do it. So as soon as I asked, he said yes. Because the idea was dope. The idea was dope. But what had happened was, we didn't really know each other or nothing. So when we announced that we're getting married to his entire family, without telling them the truth behind the situation, so they just think that this is this older woman with two kids coming to take their 19-year-old son and marry him. So obviously, from like the outside looking in, especially as a mother of two boys, I understand their concerns, and they had every right to be concerned. But my husband at the time didn't want anybody to know the truth. He just wanted people to think that I was his wife, and that's an obvious thing. He's, a guy, and he has a beautiful wife now, and blah, blah, blah. So he just wanted that to be the story that we went with for his family. So I don't care. We're going to go with that story because we're actually trying to make this thing a marriage and make our plans and our future and our, everything we wanted to come true. We both had plans for our future, and we figured getting married was the best way to start it because he wanted to be in the military. So why not just work on this whole plan together? And if I can get in trouble for this, like, oops. But that's my fucking story, and that's what I did. And I'm gonna own up to what I've done. So long story short, we get married. We pull this whole thing together in the courthouse, obviously. We end up going down to the Army recruiters, and this man could not become a soldier. So that was a fucking fail. I had to divorce him now. Now, at this point, homie didn't want me to divorce him because he said it was messed up. Now, I'm not staying married to no motherfucking dude that I don't even like, no motherfucking ugly motherfucker, let's talk about that, and no dusty bitch. Like, I'm not married. I'm not staying married to you, bitch. If you can't do what the fuck I asked you to do, what the fuck do I need you here for? Like, he was mad dumb. He was like a dumb dude. And he just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not somebody I could stay married to and see myself with for the rest of my life. No, dude, we had a plan. We had a plan. We were going to stick to it. And now you mad because I don't want to stay married to you? Nah, fuck out of here. So we ended up, it did end up being a divorce. It was just a huge fight. Like, it was a giant fight. But before we ended up getting divorced, we had got onto divorce court. So divorce court pays you to come on the episode. We're like, oh, this will be fun. We'll just go on there and, tell a story that everybody else did and blah, blah, blah. Divorce court knew our real story. They knew that we only got married as an arranged marriage. They promised us that they would keep his name and his sister's name confidential. It was on a contract and everything. And that's why I'm speaking my truth about this, because I signed a contract saying that I can't talk about what really happened on divorce court, and you can't say that anything is a quote-unquote made-up fabricated story because it'll mess up their views. Whatever the fuck the situation is, I don't care what your contract said because y'all didn't follow your contract, so I'm not gonna follow your contract. That's why I'm speaking my story. They put my husband's sister's real name on there, and exactly what we were worried about would happen is what happened. My baby daddy's family reached out to them, tried to start a bunch of drama, and that was literally what I was trying to avoid by marrying him. So divorce court fucked that for me, especially knowing that this story is cooked up and wild. Why would you fucking play with me? Like, don't fucking play with me, because now you put my kids in danger. And yeah, it all stemmed off of a decision that I made. But if somebody promises to keep me and my family safe and you don't, guess what? Now I'm gonna talk about how fucking cooked up, fabricated bullshit is on divorce court and these damn shows that everybody thinks are so real. No, let's talk about it. Like, they tell you sometimes what to even say. Because at one point in the episode, I said something, I don't even remember what it says, but I'm gonna put the clip in.
I just personally believe that all men cheat. They're all dogs, so he's gonna do it eventually. I just want to be on top of it before it happens.
And then what?
And then leave. Because that's what he's gonna do.
So aren't you setting yourself up for a certain failure? You're gonna get with the guy too soon, and that's part of the problem. You jump too soon. You're 25, all men cheat. You don't know nothing at 25. All men don't cheat, the two you picked did. And you picked them when you were young.
No, I didn't say that. They said that. You know what I'm saying? But little shit like that, and the fact that they, like, I wasn't truly in love with this man. I didn't love him. Like, he was a friend. He was a random guy that walked out of the gas station that was, but, you know, so it's like people didn't know the outside of the story. So when I was going on to divorce court, his mom and sisters, like I said, they didn't like me. They already hated me because of their own reasons. They were like a really bummy family. Like, they were just ratchet and disgusting. So when they would ask me for rides and stuff, and it was like, that's all they wanted out of me. I was like, no, you gotta go. Like, y'all being mad needy. I'm just married to your son. Like, I don't gotta do nothing for y'all. I gotta do everything for your son because that's the picture we're painting. That's why his family didn't like me, whatever. Basically, his mother had got in my face and she was talking shit and clapping.
She grabbed me by my hair. Did you not hear that part? Like, she clapped in my face and then grabbed me by my hair. What am I supposed to do?
Clap one more time.
I said, clap one more time. Exactly, clap one more, and then that's what you did, right? So did you not deserve everything that happened?
And then you flew up the stairs, pushed
Who put hands on first?
and knocked me over.
Her.
Who put hands on first? I don't think
first?
so, because she said
just
clap
grabbed
one
my
more
hair.
time.
And then she grabbed my hair. She clapped. I said, clap one more time. She grabbed my hair, and you're damn right I pushed you.
Flew up the stairs
and what?
And grabbed me. So I grabbed her hair. She went backwards. She knocked me forward. I fell to the ground. She grabbed my ponytail and went like I was a
It was just a hot
stepchild.
ghetto mess. It was just a hot mess.
Of course, yes, the fuck I did. I did that. It was fucked up, but that's what I did. So that's what I'm gonna say on the fucking HoeFAX, because it's nothing but the facts. So when they found out we were going on divorce court, that's when another huge fight with his family comes up. Now they're mad because why do you get to be on TV, but I can't be on TV? Blah, 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 blah. So they contact divorce court telling them that it's not fair. Like, they literally made a scene. So divorce court loved it. They were like, ooh, drama. We're definitely bringing them on the episode now. They decided to try to Jerry Springer me and not tell me that his family was coming to the episode. I did not find out till the morning of the episode when I was on my way to the flight to Georgia that his mother and sister were also on the flight to Georgia. So I called the producer, bugging when I tell you bugging out, I left this man a voicemail cursing him out. So when I hung up the phone, he ends up calling back. He's like, Mir, I'm sorry. There's a miscommunication somewhere. The mother's only coming for moral support for the sister, and she's not going to be on the episode. I promise. There's nothing you have to worry about. There's not going to be no drama. And so I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I get to the damn Tyler Perry studios. I sit down. They hand me the contract, and they say, by the way, his mother wants to be on the episode. So y'all was just gonna have her come on the episode? Y'all was just gonna do me like that. And I hate saying that because, okay, so boom. We do the episode, and now you have to keep in mind when you go watch this episode over, remember that everything is fabricated. I'm not going to say made up. Everything is fabricated in the stories. So none of that shit is fully true. To be quite fucking honest, it's not. Like, I didn't care what the fuck he was doing. None of that shit. I wasn't no controlling bitch. We cooked up this whole thing for the fucking episode. And they knew that. They knew that. So fucking try and sue me if you want to. I don't give a fuck. But we get on the episode, and that whole part is all, fabricated. The only part that's true is when the mother comes in and starts bugging out.
Her, and she said, I smoke with Corey, but I'm not smoking with her. I said, bye, bitch. She said, should I come up there and punch you in your face?
Did that happen?
That's a lie.
Well, tell me your version. Hang on, Ms. Olsen, Ms. Olsen.
And it was funny because looking back, it's like she had no idea and the sister had no idea that all of this was not even real. We're not even really married. Like, we were really married, but we were not really in love. I was not cheating on him. I didn't even fucking like the motherfucker. Like, yeah, we made up a fake relationship. Yeah, we went along with this relationship to make it look true for everybody around us. But it was arranged marriage. Like, I really, truly believe that if two people have the same thought process and things, that they can be the bigger, like, if you both have a goal, you can get what you want in life because you're both gonna work towards that goal. And like, yeah, that marriage might work better than a love and a real marriage. And that was my mindset. And like, well, we'll end up moving across seas and building a life and blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I didn't like him. I didn't even find him attractive in the absolute slightest bit. Like, honestly, like, he was just, like, if you go back at the episodes, like, I couldn't pick a fucking sexy husband. Like, why didn't I pick somebody that wasn't fucking dumb on top of it? Like, he couldn't even act. Watch the episode over. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the clip in. Watch the part where he literally hears that I cheated on him and has no reaction. Like, bro.
Did you do anything more than send those pictures?
Yes.
What did you do?
When I went back to my hometown to see my family, I did meet up with my ex and have intercourse with him.
Mr. Grant, did you know that?
No, I did not. That's a lot.
It's an awful lot. Mm-hmm. An awful, awful lot. I'm gonna let that settle. Understanding this, that
Could have told me you wasn't an actor and you're not a soldier. And you basically goddamn useless at this point. Like, get the fuck out my life. That's why I got rid of this whole, this whole situation, because obviously there was nothing he could do for me. The whole plan failed. I was dumb. I was impulsive. I thought that I was gonna fix everything, and I jumped into a fucking marriage. But the worst thing, like, that could possibly fucking happen after this episode happens. We stop airing, they take us off stage, and then all of a sudden my husband disappears. And I'm like, where the hell did he go? And at this point, they're like, oh, we took him to go talk to his mother. And at that point in life, they weren't talking. The mom and my husband weren't talking because they were beefing over me. And now, 2 years later, even that night, I was so happy that they took him to talk to his mother, because she went on the plane to come back home to Pennsylvania, and she passed away that night. And it's insane, because what are the fucking odds of something like that happening? She was fine. You seen her on stage. She talked, she yelled, she communicated like everything was fine. She got on the airplane, she successfully got home, and then she wasn't feeling well, and she walked to the hospital, never woke back up. And it's just really sad that that happened. And, I've been through a lot of shit in life, and it's like part of me doesn't, like, I feel like part of me is like guilty. I feel guilty even though it was not my fault, but just to know that so much anger was inside of her about me, like, and a fake relationship, that it's like, bro, like, if they didn't bring her downstairs to talk to her son, he would have never talked to his mother again, and he would have really hated me for his, you know what I'm saying, his life. Like, we don't talk at all. We don't like each other because he gave me such a hard time with the divorce, even to the point he pushed me and I punched him straight in his face and he called the cops on me. But you're not going to touch me. So that was the last time I ever seen him. When he pushed me, I punched him in the face. I left again. I moved. I was like, you know what? Like, I fucked my life up because I was impulsive, trying to fix things the fast way. Like, I don't have to do that. But I think that's everything that I can say when it comes to this episode. I hope that you guys enjoy this episode and go watch the divorce court episode. But make sure you keep in mind a lot of it is fabricated until the parts where they're talking about my ex and the trauma that I went through and the abuse and stuff like that. But as far as going back home and cheating with my ex and stuff like that, like, nah, fabrications. Divorce court knew what they were doing when they had us come on because they knew it was drama. They knew it was going to be views. They called the episode. They posted that episode knowing his mother passed. They posted that episode anyway. I think it was like 2 months after she passed, knowing that's the same day. It wasn't even a week or two later, but the same fucking day she stepped foot off of that stage. It's just really fucking sad. I got to take some of the blame, and it hurts to have to take some of the blame. Like, I don't have a lot of regrets in life because everything I did taught me something. Like, I'm not dumb enough to go do something like that again, you know? Like, I might hop on a divorce court episode or something because it's funny, but, like, I would never allow myself to be impulsive in a marriage and bringing somebody around my kids that may not be the best person around, be around my kids. And, you know, just the family that was, they were probably worse than my baby daddy's family. And it was just like, what the hell did I just do? Like, you know, I ended up leaving an abusive relationship for this guy to push me with my son in my arms and get his ass whooped right there because it's like, don't touch me. Like, I will never, ever get hit again. Nobody will ever put hands on me again without getting beat the fuck up afterwards. It is what it is. Like, I'm really crazy up here. I really don't care. I put my car through houses. Like, y'all gotta stop playing with somebody like me. I'm not the one. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming to this episode. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the episodes. Make sure you share it with somebody. And make sure you come back for the next episode because as y'all know, there's always another episode. Peace.
Bitch, I'll be right back. Nothing but the facts.